the 4:30 p.m. Eastern game on Sunday afternoon. The one thing I'm certain of is that during that game, we will find out what the Cowboys are doing about Mike McCarthy. That's the one thing you can take to the bank. If they have odds at DraftKings, go bet that is the window. 4:30 to 7:30, maybe extended to 8 o'clock. That's when we're going to find out about McCarthy. The Packers are 4.5-point underdogs per DraftKings. 89% of the spread money is on the Eagles, over-under of 45.5. Go back and watch PFT Live today if you missed it for an in-depth discussion of the health of the quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts practiced on Wednesday, trending toward playing. Jordan Love limited on Wednesday, elbow injury, took a day for feeling to come back in his hand, and we broke down his press conference in front of the locker where it sure looks like he doesn't want to talk about it because he's concerned that he's not going to be able to cut it loose. I don't know what that means. What does it mean to cut it loose? Whatever it means, he may not be able to do it. Chris, who do you have in this one?
Yeah, this is a good one. The quarterback issue is real, right off the bat. I mean, there's no question about that. And I think the thing that, you get into with Green Bay specifically, and you've heard me say this a million times, I think they're one of the few teams that can stand toe-to-toe with the physically best teams in football. Whether that's the Lions, the Eagles, the Chiefs, whoever, the Ravens, they're not going to be outclassed. Their O-line is phenomenal. Their D-line is damn good. I mean, this is a Packers team here that's at 11-6, and it's the number 5 defense in football and the number 5 offense in football. So it just speaks to it. Let alone, it's been a year where the quarterback, has not played all that great in Jordan Love. And, yeah, it worries me again that we're going into another week where it wasn't great last week. He got banged up. Yes, it didn't look good in the press conference, the way he was answering things, that he was confident he was going to be totally ready or 100%. It's for a guy that needs reps, and we saw weeks where he didn't get reps, he wasn't as good and sharp in the game. For them to hold him out of practice yesterday is a huge red flag. It's a huge shining beacon that there's worry there. There's no way they want to go into this game not having Jordan Love practice on Wednesday. No way. So that just tells you there's real concern. Can they run the ball on Philly's defense? I don't think they can. Can they scare Philly in the pass game? Because of no Christian Watson, Jaden Reed has fallen off a little bit, right? We talked about the quarterback play in general. I don't know if they can really expose Philadelphia in the pass game either. And then the opposite side of that is I do worry about Jalen Hurts and his ability to, be sharp because he hasn't practiced and done much here lately either. But they have other avenues they can rely on. And they're not necessarily the type of offense that needs sharp quarterback surgical play. He can hand the ball off, he can fake the read option or the quarterback design runs, and he can throw one-on-one balls up to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I'm taking the Eagles. I think the Eagles are the best team in football. 30-17, Philadelphia.
I have 28-23. I still have the Eagles covering, but just by a half point. I think the Eagles will overpower the Packers in this one. At home, the Packers need to do what the Broncos should do. Shorten the game, bang away with Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Just bang and bang and bang away. Go with Malik Willis if there's any doubt about Jordan Love, although I don't think they will. I think Jordan Love will kind of force his way onto the field. But you're right. Just give the ball to Saquon Barkley. Just let your offense do its thing. Let it operate like it did all year long. But the home crowd, the game that they played in week 1 is meaningless. The Eagles won that one. It was close. It was a shootout, but it didn't mean anything. These teams were still figuring out who they were in September. The Eagles know who they are. The Eagles are good enough to win this game. And then they would set up hosting what? It would be the 3, 4,
It'd
or
be the
5
Bucks,
seed.
The Bucks or
Seed.
Washington maybe. Or,
yeah,
it could be something
they
like
wouldn't
that.
get the 6th seed. They wouldn't
You're
get
right.
the 6th seed. They'd get
You're
3, 4, or 5. They'd get the Bucks, they'd get the Rams, or they'd get the Vikings in the divisional round. But I agree with you. I think the Eagles win. I think the Eagles advance.
Yeah, I we'll see. I think so too. Certainly, playing that place there, the Green Bay can't be going into the playoffs feeling great, especially in a game where they tried to win last week and played sloppy with turnovers, bad special teams, whatever you want to talk about, and then lose late in the game to the Bears. That's not the way you want to go into the playoffs. And as much as I worry about Jalen Hurts, the rest of the Philadelphia team is going to be extremely fresh and frothing at the mouth. So I expect them to play damn good football. Thanks for watching Chris Simms Unbuttoned. It's playoff time, baby.
So make sure to smash that subscribe button, as they say. We got game recaps coming up. We got all of our Super Bowl 59 coverage from Radio Row. You will be in New Orleans yourself.
And you're going to be there at some point, too, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies.